Yeah, hey Nathan, this is Ted Johnson with Marketing for Guides. I want to thank you for responding to our offer to do a website analysis for you. Thought I'd take a moment because I saw some things on your website that probably would be better to tell you about by a video instead of just by a printed analysis. So I'm going to try to keep this real short for you because I imagine that you're busy this time of year. But anyway, on my screen I'm showing your website, and your website does have some real appeal to it, not only graphically and that sort of thing, but the way it's been set up also. You've done a great job of putting some nice photos. It's a nice link card, man. Anyway, and then you have a lot of text that goes along with it. One of the things that I noticed, and you're going to see in my analysis, that one of the things that you're missing are outbound links to social media platforms such as your Facebook page, the Google Business, Instagram if you have it, and that sort of thing. So anyway, I'm going to go on more with that. But again, your website is laid out pretty well, and it is at the point where it's sort of at a precipice where it could be a game changer if you fixed a couple things. And I'll sort of go through that as I'm going through this video with you. The first thing that I check for when I'm looking at the performance of a site, is it mobile friendly? And your site is mobile friendly. You've had some work done to it. Over 70% of your traffic is coming in off of mobile devices, and so it's real important that the website is set up that way. A lot of people don't have their sites set up so that they're not mobile friendly, and they're missing out on all that traffic. The next thing I look for is it set up in a foundation, using one of the new foundations such as Joomla or WordPress. And in your case, your site is developed under WordPress, and which is a very good thing, because it has some things that can be done with it, and it can keep you current, if you may, on all of the different requirements that Google has and that sort of thing. But here's where things get interesting. I went in and I did a report through some software that I have, and I asked the software to give me a list of the keyword or key phrases that people are searching for, and what the top 10, actually the top 11 are in regards to the long run sport fishing. And as you can see, going down the list from 1 to 11 on the other on the left hand side, it shows then deep sea fishing San Diego. If I go across, you are in the 14th position, which means you're at the top of the second page. That green arrow up means that last month you were in the 15th position, so you've improved that ranking by 1. But here's the key thing there are 3,600 people per month that type into the search bar deep sea fishing San Diego. And when I see someone that is just on this edge of going from the second page to the first page, it's kind of exciting for me, because it's a game changer when it comes to your business. If you could get 3,600 more people looking at your site, and all you have to do is improve your rankings by 5 spots, that is something I'd sure concentrate on. As I go down through it, if I look at the third one, there's San Diego Fishing Charters, just a little different organization of the words and that sort of thing. And so you're in the 26th position, you're on page 3, you've improved it by 2, and again the volume there is 3,600. There's more work to be done there to get that in onto the first page for you. You've got a lot of competition in your market, so it isn't something that can happen overnight. But again, very rarely do I see someone that is in a position where they're on the second page and with some work could be put on the first page on such a prevalent keyword search. To sort of emphasize this, the next report I ran was, I said, give me the variations of keywords that people are typing in to their computers to find charters and information on fishing, if you may, in San Diego. And it's kind of odd. The first thing that they The top search phrase is Fish Market San Diego. Has 8,100 searches on it. Has no relevance to you at all, but I thought that was interesting. But look down at number 3, the third most popular search term in all of San Diego, looking for deep sea fishing. Actually, it's number 4. I'm sorry. Is deep sea fishing San Diego, where you're now in the 14th spot. And so focusing your site in on these keywords that have to do with fishing and fishing charters, not the fish tacos, not the fish market, some of the other things that you see there, would be a very smart thing to do. The other thing I looked at was, this is your Google business page. And the Google business page is something, I don't know if you set it up or had somebody set it up for you, but it supplements your website, and it does affect dramatically where your website is ranking. One of the things that Google looks at is their own review system, and currently you have 50 reviews. If you see that up there under the Long Run Sports Fishing 4.2 average, the number 50 there is talking about the number of reviews that you have. You've got a lot of 5-star reviews. Congratulations. You got a couple 4 stars, very few 3, 2, but then you've got a number of 1-star reviews that's actually killing your 5-star rating, and it's really dragging it down. It's also hindering Google of giving more juice, if you may, to your site to get the rankings up. There is software out there that can help you with your rankings, not only increase the number of 5-star rankings, but then also reduce the number of negative rankings that you're getting, that a lot of my clients are now using, and it's been helping them dramatically. So if I take a look now real quick, I'm just going to go over to the proposal that I put together for you. There it is right there. Or not a proposal, forgive me, it's the website analysis. This is attached to an email that I'm going to send to you in just a second. Hit the wrong button, sorry about that, Nathan. We're going to try this one more time. Here we go. So here is the analysis for the longrunsportfishing.com. Picture there. There's some key things that I look at. Is the site developed under WordPress? We just said it was. Yes. Is it mobile friendly? Yes. Does it have social media links that are active? No. There's no social media links off the site that I found. Are there outbound links that you have? Yes. Does the homepage have over 1,200 words? That's a no, and that's a big deal to Google. That's something that I would adjust on your site. Are heading tags used properly on the site? I don't think they are, because you're not using the right heading tags to match the keywords that are available out there, and that's some other work that could be done to improve things. Is Google Business Link, is that in there? No, and I'm not seeing a sitemap, but I think there is one because you are using WordPress. On regards to social media, I did find that you had a Facebook page. It's not being updated on a regular basis, but you do have some posts there, and that's good, but linking that over to the site is important. Here are the 2 reports that I just went through with you, and then the overview that we have. The good is that your site needs some fine-tuning to move up the rankings to take advantage of the search phrase deep sea fishing San Diego. Now that's a good thing, because it doesn't need an overhaul on the site to do it. It just needs to be tweaked, and so there's some things there that can be done fairly easily. The not so good, the business reviews, as we talked about, and again, there is software out there that's available that can help you with that. In conclusion, I can't tell you how many sites I look at on an annual basis, and there are only a handful that are sort of on a cusp like you are that I take a look at, where your business could absolutely blow up in a good way, because you're so close to such a powerful first page ranking. Anyway, in the conclusion down there, I also sort of throw my hat in the ring. This is what I do for a living. I work with well over 100 now, even closer to 150 different charters, guides, outfitters throughout the world. I'm based on the West Coast, like you are, up in Oregon, but I've got clients in Australia and Europe and Greenland and South Africa and Argentina, and I can go on and on and on. We do this on a full-time basis. We, as in I have a team of people that help me. I'm the owner of the company. But anyway, if you'd like to talk, I'd sure be willing to have a conversation with you, whether or not we do business or not. At least we'd make a friend out of the deal, and you knew what I do. We have the software that I'm talking about that can improve those Google rankings for you, and we would know what to do on your site in regards to the things that Google is looking for. I can't ever promise a better Google ranking because Google does change their terms all the time. What I do promise is that we'd work real hard to get you that ranking. Again, it's just some fine tuning that really needs to be done. I've got a lot of people with first page rankings on very, very powerful keywords up and down the both sides of the coast and down in Florida and that sort of thing. So anyway, I know what I'm doing. I feel just as comfortable talking about downriggers and hoochies as I do bits and bytes and RAM and raw and computer type terms since I've been doing both for the last 40 years, something like that. So anyway, I appreciate your time, and thank you for listening to me.